I'm planning to clean our oriental carpet. So I watched a dozen YouTube videos on how to be an expert at it, and the professionals had some type of grate like this one here. Plastic, raised about 2 inches, and so the water, you can spray it and the water will go right through, and you can scrub it with soap and then rinse it, rinse it, rinse it. It takes forever to rinse the soap out. So this is the plan. I'm just assembling this. It's 32 pieces, 1 meter by 30 centimeters. And I got one more row of 8 to do. And it's already, it's beginning of March and it's starting to be really warm. So the heat is a big factor. So it's early in the morning. I hope to just scrub it for an hour or two, and then it's going to get full sun for 4 or 5 hours. And the lucky thing is I can just drag it right through here. These two doors will open up, and it's quite thick and quite heavy. It's 3.5 meters by 2.5 meters. Okay. I think the first step I'm going to do is basically you wet them down. Well, I can vacuum it one more time. I vacuumed it in the house a couple days ago, but vacuum the dust out and then either rinse it and then start soaping and scrubbing, and then rinse it. Hopefully one soap and scrub, since the dirt's only 2 years worth and we try to keep it pretty clean. There's no stains and food hasn't spilled on it, but it's just matted down from dust and walking. Okay, this will be the first rinse cycle. Okay, the whole carpet's nice and wet. It's starting to feel plush again, like soft and thick. It's thickening up. Rolling, power washing with soap. Not sure if this is necessary. They say if you power wash it, you don't have to scrub it with a brush. Doesn't want to go very easily. Rest in the shade. Back in the air conditioning for a few minutes. It's only about 80 out here. Okay, it's 9:45. I've been working on this for like 45 minutes. I rinsed it, soaked it through with the hose. Then I power sprayed it with the soap. Not too many passes, just enough to really embed the soap right into the carpet. And I wish I would have had more time to power scrub it. But when I rinse it with the power washer, it's going to scrub it as it rinses out the soap. It's thick with soap right now, and you can see the water, how it's draining out from underneath. See it going down the driveway and out to the left. So this grate is really working well. I don't see how you could do it without it. You could, if this carpet was full of water and I tried to lift it up onto sawhorses or something, two guys couldn't probably even lift it wet, because it would be 100 liters of water retained in the carpet, and the carpet's heavy enough just by itself without any water in it. So anyway, I think I'm gonna power wash it, rinse, power washer, rinse it 2 times right now, and really, so that'll really blast the dirt right through and out the bottom. Okay, I put the regular standard power washer head on this. This is my Bosch power washer, bought here in Thailand at the local Home Pro store for like $150, something like that. So this has an adjustable sprayer. I'm going to have it about 4 inches wide. The narrower you have the spray, the more power it's going to have to blast in there. If you had it full intensity, like a little tiny like that, probably rip a hole in the carpet. So I'll try to get it about 4 inches wide. Okay, if I had a bigger, better squeegee, this would work more efficiently, but I've got this small brush with a squeegee, a lot of brushes with squeegee attachments built in around here. See? Squeegee works great on floors, tile floors, scrub and then squeegee off the water. Typical. Okay, I'll go this way. Yep. That works. This scrubbing is definitely aerobics. After 15 minutes, I gotta go rest on the couch for another 10 minutes to catch my breath every time. I don't know if that's just because I'm so fucking old. Excuse my French. I mean, I don't know if that's because I'm so old. Probably. Maybe my heart's wearing out, like Dad. But he made it to 100 years old, so. In that case, I got 28 years to go. This works good. It feels dry. It only works when you pull back. If you try to push, it gets stuck. So I can get on the other side and pull it that way. Then I'll use the hose or the power washer to rinse it some more. 3 times more, maybe. There it goes. Okay, that worked good. There's a lot of soap and water left in it, so I'll need to rinse it. I think I'm going to use the hose, then the power washer. Okay, now it's 10 a.m. I've been out here for about an hour, since 9 a.m., and it's 87 degrees Fahrenheit. In the shade at 10 a.m. Tropical weather for something like March 5th or 6th. It's getting warm. We did have about 3 cool months where the weather was roughly 70 to 85 degrees, and you would wake up in the morning with it cool, like a cool 70 something, 70, 75 degrees, seemed cool. But now you wake up in the morning and it's 85 degrees at 7 a.m. While the sun's coming up, it's already hot and humid, basically. All right, so love it. Love it. Here we go. I'm gonna rinse it with water, soak it good, and then power rinse it. And who knows? It's just gonna lay a bunch of water in it, and then the power washer will force it out through the bottom, and hopefully all the soap will be gone, so I can start the drying process. Wish I had a more powerful hose. Oh, I can feel the carpet is fluffed up. It's not matted down anymore. it's over a centimeter thick, maybe 1.5 to 2 centimeters thick, maybe 3 centimeters thick. So it's a nice plush, soft, feels really good on your feet normally, but it got matted down after 2 years, which was kind of disgusting. Yeah, you can see the soap. Not very much. Okay. Power wash, rinse. Power wash, rinse. Brutal. Is it still recording? My phone must be full. It is. Okay. Power rinsed it. I rinsed it with the hose, then I power rinsed it 2 times, and it's just seems like the soap might be 95% gone right now. So I just sweep it to the side or sweep it down. It penetrates and it pushes the soapy water straight down and out, and then anything that stays on the surface, I push it off to the side. Okay, that's pretty good. What's the next step? I'll try squeegee and see if there's a bunch of water that can be pulled off really fast. Seemed to work really well last time. Oh yeah. That's got to be half the water right there. After this, it's time for some couch rest and some ice water. Ice water. Oh, yeah. Not young anymore, 72 years old. What a workout. The wife says housework is nothing compared to real exercise at the gym, but she never tried this kind of housework. If any guys out there get to retirement age and they're lucky enough to become a house husband, it's a really good gig. Social Security brings in enough money to live on, and all you got to do is keep from going crazy. But the way I am, I can never stop dreaming up projects that cost a lot of money and time and kind of hard work. So far so good. 2 years and 2 months. I weighed the same as I did when I got here. A little overweight. So I squeegeed off about 2/3 of this, and I had to take a break. I think it's going to work out really perfect. The color is going to be about the same, maybe just a little brighter, because it's not matted down anymore. It's fluffed up like it was. And I've got my other one, the identical matching one that's in the dining room that never got walked on. Basically, we'll have a before and after example, how plush it is and soft, and how does it feel like new, because that one in there does. So I think it's going to. So I'm going to squeegee off the rest, then I'm going to let it dry for an hour, and then I'm going to vacuum it with the wet dry shop vac, and that'll be fluffing it up a little bit and also drying it out. And if it doesn't seem to dry fast enough, I've got an electric leaf blower, and I saw one guy prop it up and just put the leaf blowers underneath and just blow it. This is 2-inch thick air cavity. So, but I think 4 hours in this tropical sun, 90 degrees today, and you have to plan on the weather when you do a job like this. And today it was supposed to not even be cloudy, like the one day of the week that's going to be sunny all day. And otherwise we get afternoon thunderstorms. That might help me rinse it out though, because you can get an inch of rain in 20 minutes around here, anytime, any day, it can pop up. All right, this is perfect. It's just around 12 noon, so it's been drying for 1 hour. It took 1 hour of washing and rinsing, and we've got a breeze out here. It's just perfect. It's 91 degrees, noon, near the equator, and it's hot. And this sucker, well, it's pretty damp, but I think now I have a good 4 hours of sun to finish drying it out. All right, let it dry for another half an hour, and I noticed underneath it was nice and wet still, because it was sort of being shaded, and the water sort of trapped under there, not evaporating away. So I just dragged the whole thing real easily over to the dry part of the driveway. And so that's going to be hotter, dry concrete underneath it, just radiating heat straight up into the carpet. Maybe once this part bakes out in another half hour, I could drag it back over there. But I'm sure it'll speed up the drying. It's pretty important to me. Okay, I tried to pick it up. It was still damp underneath. So I rolled it up as much as I could, and I could not get it up onto 2 sawhorses at all. So second option, which is could be even better, is I was able to flip it over. So that's the bottom side up now, which it's hard for the air to get under there if you don't flip it over, even with that vented plastic grate that it's on, each one of those cells is sort of closed. So there's no real ventilation underneath it. Water flows out of it real well though. So anyway, I flipped it over after another half hour. It's around 120, and that gives me 3 more hours before my 4 o'clock deadline to get this dry enough to take in the house. I think now that it's flipped over, it's still breezy and it's sunny and hot. It's over 90 degrees right now. You can see the wind blowing that guy's tarp next door and the trees moving. It's breezy. 5-mile-an-hour breeze, which is perfect. The carpet came out great. It feels plush and dried just enough to be able to come in the house